Hi guys, and welcome to Football Canapes for this live watch along of Manchester United versus Arsenal from Old Trafford. There's so much at stake for on this game, and I mean, not sure actually I mean, because there is actually so much at stake, and Manchester United have a place that they could get in Europe. They could get knocked out, although they will have a second chance when it comes to FA Cup as well, because in the FA Cup they'll have Manchester City in the final. But as we all know, that will definitely not be easy, and if anything, they'll be up against it against Manchester City, and so this game is mainly about, uh, dare I say, mainly about Arsenal and their title hopes. They are going for this fourth Premier League title. The last one they won was in 2004 when they also pipped Manchester United, and yeah, so remains to be seen what happens in this game. But the way the Manchester United team has been performing has been nothing short of diabolical, and the way they performed on Monday against against Crystal Palace was pathetic to say the least. Yes, injuries are there, but even if you are not good enough, you are expected to put in a performance that you can be proud of. The shirt that you're wearing, that proud Manchester United shirt, uh, you can wear that again with pride and represent the fans, but it wasn't to be, and Crystal Palace totally tore Manchester United to shreds on Monday. However, that was Monday. Today is Sunday, and it's another big match. It's Manchester United's big rival from the time gone by. Manchester United versus Arsenal was a big game in the bygone sort of an era when Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger were managing their clubs, these clubs. And at that time, Manchester United seemed to have wood over Arsenal, and they used to get quite decent results in these games. But what about today? Today, Manchester United they take on Arsenal with a severely weakened lineup, and dare I say, just one recognized center half, and that too 35-year-old Johnny Evans. And yes, I know, I say 35-year-old Johnny Evans, I know he's considerably younger than me, but in terms of footballing years, he's way past his best. And as some people will put it, he was released by Championship club Leicester City, but who are now promoted to Premier League. They are now a Premier League club for the next year, and yeah, so he was released by Championship club, and yeah, so without any further ado, let's talk about the team lineups. Manchester United first as the home team. Andre Onana in goal, he's been terrible. Diego Dallo at right back, Casemiro and Johnny Evans as centre halves, and Aaron Van Bissaka at left back. Don't be surprised if Dallo and Van Bissaka switch positions during the game or start in on different sides. But as of now, Diego Dallo is starting as right back, and Aaron Van Bissaka as left back. Kobe Manu, who's been a find of the season for Manchester United, and Sofian Amrabat on loan from Fiorentina, who are in the final of UEFA Europa Conference League. Sofian Amrabat, and then the three behind Rasmus Højlund include Alejandro Garnacho, Scott McTominay, who went off injured in the FA Cup semi-final. I think it was against Coventry City, and Amad Diallo, who comes in for Anthony, who has been a wretched signing for Manchester United and hasn't produced much. And hasn't produced much. And as I said, Rasmus Højlund is the main striker. As for Arsenal, who are going for the title and have been scoring goals for fun, their goal difference is the best in the league by 2 or 3, I think, over Manchester City, who put four past Fulham yesterday. So David Raya in goal, who's on loan from Brentford. Ben White at right back, William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes at centre half. Takehiro Tomiyasu signed from Bologna 2 years ago, I believe. Uh, he's playing at left back. Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey, and Declan Rice in midfield. Quite a dynamic midfield which has got legs, skill, stamina, everything in there. And then we have Bukayo Saka on the right up front. Kai Havertz signed from Chelsea, and Leandro Trossard, who was signed from Brighton and Hove Albion in the last January transfer window. So these are the two teams. The teams are about to come out on the ground, and I've been watching IPL as well. This is just one game today, and so I mean, I genuinely feel that there should be there should be there should be two games at least on Sunday, and yeah, so these two teams will be out there, and yeah, so do believe that there should be two games on Sunday. I know this is a big game. They want to build up to this. They want to talk about this big time, make it about how Manchester United have not done what they should have done. Manchester United are currently eighth in the table. Arsenal are, as things stand, second in the table. By as things stand, I mean they are on the both the teams have played same amount of games, and and yeah, so Miguel Arteta will be looking to pip his old boss for the title and and get Arsenal's first title in 20 years. That one was in 2004 when they won the title at at Hart Lane, the old White Hart Lane, as it was. And so the two teams I've gone through, and the two teams I've gone through, and let's uh, let's talk about Eric Ten Hag. He by all accounts is fighting to keep his job. Is fighting to keep his job, and Mikel Arteta, on the other hand, by all accounts, has done a terrific job. The teams are out on the pitch, and Arsenal are in their that fluorescent neon sort of a kit and the black shorts, and Manchester United are in their traditional colors. They are the home team, and they are in their traditional colors. So red, red jerseys, shorts, and I think it's the shorts, black tops. So we'll get ready as well. We'll get ready as well, and everything, and Arsenal the top first with Declan Rice, and Declan Rice, and they'll be attacking Stratford, and so game has kicked off, and David Raya has played it to played it forward, and Arsenal are on the attack straight away. Here comes Odegaard in the box, And the way Manchester United played on Monday, anything less than two, three will be the process. And the point I wanted to make was that that Arsenal have for Havertz, who played behind by Kobe Men or Amara rather, and 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 it's okay. I'll do vote on the as well. Do you think Manchester United can cause an upset and maybe getting point? Now getting the channel, like, no, what do you consider upset? I mean, is it draw an upset, a win an upset, or what do you think is an upset? So do vote on the poll, and I'll try and put the chat up. And here comes the corner. Oh, cleared the line. Cleared the line. Arsenal have started like a house on fire. Bukayo Saka now. Uh, this that way, and then the other way, and yeah. So I mean, Arsenal have started just as I expected them to, and they they clearly mean business. In the first 2 minutes, they've caused Manchester United a lot of a lot of you know a lot of grief sort of, and if this continues, then it's only a matter of time that Manchester United you know concede, and it all goes pear shaped. Anyways, but Manchester United on previous occasions have stopped title run-ins. Don't forget, Arsenal came to Old Trafford, 49 games unbeaten, and their unbeaten run was stopped by was stopped by Arsenal. Chance saved by Onana, tame effort by Bukayo Saka, to be honest, and and I mean bad pass by Johnny Evans, and then again by Garnacho, I think who it was, and so I mean a defeat just about ends Arsenal's title hopes, which are fairly slim, given how West Ham have been playing and what Tottenham did. I mean, they still have a game left, and they were having their lap of honor. So perhaps chance for Hoyland, but bad control. One back, Hoyland. Oh, slips and wide from Hoyland. Flag might have been up though, but I'm not sure. But about the offside thing. Initially, it was played through, it was onside, but the slip was the slip was him, and yeah. So 5 minutes gone. Chances at both ends. Arsenal have had three or four more, and then Manchester United. Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay. I mean, he is what he is, but him coming back adds something, something out there that Manchester United can rely on. He can drop into midfield, and maybe, I'm not saying good, but maybe he can make it a front three and oh sorry, three, and then I mean a lot of youngsters in this team. Manu, Hoyland, Garnacho, Giallo. So four at least out there, and Dallo is relatively a youngster. I mean, I'm not sure how old he is, but 22, 23, I think he is. And good diagonal. Garnacho in the box. Can he shoot? He certainly can, but it's blocked. Jello. Deflected corner. Garnacho. Garnacho with a wasn't a superb effort, but a effort nevertheless. But could have gone down there. Amajello might have might have earned his side a penalty, but Garnacho's effort deflected off Thomas Partey or Gabriel maybe, and this is where Manchester United have to make it count. Garnacho's corner, so Raya spills in the box. Jallo, I mean it's been a encouraging start from Manchester United. Sofian Amrabat doing well. News is that he's going back to Fiorentina. Manchester United won't be buying him outright. He's on loan from the Florence club and foul. And not sure who the referee is. Looks like Anthony Taylor, but I could be wrong. And oh, ball one back in a dangerous area. It's kind of 4-on-3. Bukayo Saka deflected behind for a corner. It's been an end-to-end sort of a game so far. And Manchester United giving it as good as they're getting it. And yeah. Arsenal have been pretty decent from corners. We saw them scoring twice. I think it was one was an own goal in the North London derby against Arsenal against Tottenham. Here comes Saka's corner over the bar. Um, Gabriel, who's a real threat from a real threat from real threat from set pieces. His header, kind of a backward sort of an header, is has gone behind. Onana and Johnny Evans. I mean, I'm more of it, but here, but would love to see Manchester United do something against Arsenal. I mean, uh, just not a fan of Mikel Arteta, and Arsenal, they have the goal difference in the favor. Uh, Manchester United know that Arsenal have to make all the running, so they don't have to. Oh, bad ball! Raya slips as well. Bad back pass. It could have been, and but danger averted for now, and cleared away to Andre Onana. Ten Hag, is he under pressure? Probably is. I mean, that result against Crystal Palace. won't have done him any good. And some of his signings like Andre Onana, Mason Mount, Sofian Amrabat, Anthony, I mean, they just haven't been good enough. And so Arsenal know that the goal difference is in their favor, and they don't have to rush things. They must make sure that they get 3 points today at Old Trafford. I mean, their record here isn't very good. Three out of 4 out of 36, 4 wins out of 36 visits, last 36, and and I mean, they have to make it 5 out of 37. Anything less is is I mean, game over basically. Is game over. But compared to Monday, this has been a fairly solid start from Manchester United. They are at home. They are at home, and well done there by Kobe Manu. I think it was. I mean, Sofian Amrabat is at times the third centre half between Johnny Evans and Casemiro. Casemiro, who had an absolute howler of a game at Selhurst Park in Crystal Palace. He was at fault for at least 2 goals. I mean, directly or indirectly, and then his overall either he gave the ball away on multiple occasions, and to be honest, looked like a man who just wanted out. Looked disinterested. That is not an accusation that one should label at a at such a decorated player, but I can only speak for myself, and I watched that game, and it wasn't a game that will go down in long in the memory of Casemiro. And but here's McTominay, I think. A good ball blocked by Trossard. It was Dallo, I think. He's playing very alluded to earlier. And that's what I was thinking. That Scott McTominay can't be running that fast. So it was actually it was indeed it was indeed. But the encouraging thing is that it's been a decent start from Manchester United, and and if they can somehow hold on and make Arsenal, who knows what might happen. It only takes it only takes it only takes one moment of brilliance, mistake, or refereeing error, or whatever. But it's been Amad Diallo, Van Bissaka playing at right back. Shot deflected, I think. Should now goal kick. I mean, Eric Ten Hag will have to wait for at least another 2 weeks to find out if he'll be managing Manchester United next season or not. I mean, he has dealt with quite a lot, and I mean, time will tell, but the signs are not good, and signs are not good for him with the partial new owners. You can, I mean, we keep calling them partial takeover or whatever, but in terms of in terms of sporting side of things, Manchester United on the playing side of things, for Eric Ten Hag at least, it's a full takeover. Oh, bad header, poor header, missed header, no header actually, and a ball given away, one back again. Oh, dangerous pass! It might have been. And, oh, just missing that final ball, Arsenal. I mean, on these last few occasions. I mean, I expected Arsenal to be dominating a bit more than what they have done. I mean, I mean, it's it's uh, it's uh, it's just 18 minutes, and I know Manchester United haven't been in the best of forms. The players, hang on, here comes Odegaard, Partey, Saliba, Gabriel. The fizz has gone out of the attack, and the fizz has gone out of the attack. I need to change one thing. Just realized, put on, put in. First half, not second half. Stupid mistakes that I do tend to make can cost you big time. Anyways, yeah. So Eric Ten Hag, we were talking about Eric Ten Hag. He's been, I mean, he's had a lot to deal with, and and I mean, he did well with the Ajax and all, but in at Manchester United, he, hang on, Havertz. Oh, 1-0, 1-0 to Arsenal. Leandro Trossard has scored, and it's Arsenal who take the lead. It's Arsenal who take the lead, and and Manchester United are down 1-0. Superb ball, good work by Havertz, I think it was, and Onana. Let's just watch it how it came about. Onana trying to play the ball out, plays it out, and then Diego Dallo at left back leaves a ton of play space, and Van Bissaka doesn't track his runner. Leandro Trossard, Havertz, gets the better of Johnny Evans easily. Diego Dallo is Diego Dallo is not even in the picture. He's the left back, and Van Bissaka mistake by two fullbacks, honestly, and and Manchester United are trailing, and now it's the test for it's the test for it's the test for the this inexperienced team, where they now have it all to do, and Arsenal are keeping their hopes alive. They are now top of the table. Yes, they have played a game more. Their goal difference is better as well, by three. But Manchester United can you know get that in their favor. Remains to be seen if how Manchester United react to this sort of a setback where they've trailed. They didn't do particularly well against Crystal Palace on Monday, and they don't have anything on the bench either. Mason Mount got injured as well. Casemiro, oh sorry, not Casemiro, Christian Eriksen, and Arsenal are on another dangerous looking attack. Bukayo Saka to Ben White. Oh, poor cross, awful cross, dreadful cross, and and Manchester United have a goal kick. Have a goal kick. Eric Ten Hag looks a bit disappointed, and looks a bit disappointed with with the way things are going. Apologies if you are seeing something. Let me just change that. Let me just change that. There is the scorecard, and you should be able to see the score now. And yeah, so yeah, Paul Tierney is the match referee. Anyways, and I mean, I need to check again whether Anthony is in the squad, because during the week there was news that he called Anthony is on the bench, that he called Eric Ten Hag a not so flattering sort of a name, and and that I am particularly sure wouldn't have gone down well with with uh, with Eric Ten Hag. Not sure if he's dropped because of that or is below par form. So let's wait for clarification. But I doubt we'll see anything before the match is out. We've seen very little of Rasmus Højlund in the last 15 minutes. He started well, but in the last few minutes, he's, uh, he's kind of disappeared. I mean, yes, Arsenal you know, have shown very little in terms of offense that they can produce, and blame him. But it is what is. And Arsenal have been with the ante, and second half, if United, you know, if Manchester United push forward, and there's a chance that Arsenal could just hit them on the way and just uh, just finish the whole thing off. So I mean, in the last 15 or so minutes, it's been so comfortable. Even Manchester United are even get a ball. That's how bad it is for it is for it is for advanced played Rice for one number 41 and blocked by Johnny Evans. Arsenal just quicker than Manchester United all over the park. It's Saka. Old Trafford 2-0. Oh man, I thought a bright head from there, but not sure how or what happened. My angle wasn't best, and somehow in a position where I mean it was so close, and Ben White, who's been in good goal scoring form, lately is was so lucky not to score. How Saka created that option was really unbelievable. Offside, Holland a bit too eager, and linesman flag went up. Basically, this is so set from Manchester United. Arsenal are just walking through them, and I mean, perhaps with Van Dijk and Angelo Casemiro. Centre half, centre midfielders taking the ball on themselves before it goes to Nacho. Arsenal see the danger and start a counter. We menu barely seen anything of Scott McTominay. Diego Dallo deflected and blocked again. And what can he do? Oh, surrounded by three or four players. I mean, that's what he's his you know with he, he's about it in, but immediately four or five players converge on him, and there's very little that he can and but there's another chance perhaps for Hoyland. Shot is wide from McTominay, and with barely seen McTominay. Maybe I mean I know that will have been dominated position, but McTominay has been uh, absent basically. The Jim Ratcliffe of Manchester United owner playing side at least, uh, but no owner rather than no owner, but uh, chance for Nacho perhaps to attack Dominic, slows it down. Nacho against Ben White, and oh, Amrabat goes back. McTominay and Hoyland are in the box, and Johnny Evans can goes wide to Casemiro. I mean, in the last 4 or 5 minutes, Manchester United slightly better. Martial to cross. Oh, well played, Ben White. And it's Manchester United have yet to have a shot on target, and 35 minutes have been played, more or less. Just to remind you, Leo Trossard with the only goal of the game so far, 1 to Arsenal, and as long as it is 1 to Arsenal, Manchester United will filter. Oh, that would have been in the past. Joe has got some space to run into. That might have been a free kick. Jello is down and it's hurt. Oh, that mean that could be that could be a penalty. I mean, maybe he's down just to make sure that the referee look at. I think it's penalty. He treads on party and then his next foot, his next step basically is fouled out. I mean, if it's given, definitely in the box, and I'm not sure if it's a VAR check or not. Not really sure. Giving instructions to his team, making sure that they are they're concentrating. It's the goal that Arsenal scored. Havertz skill, pace, and Trossard's run from left side to the center of the goal. I mean, it was a good run, and that was something that Manchester United failed to track, and they got punished for it with the with the run, and 1-0 it finished. No penalty by the looks of it, and we're back to the game. Ireland, McTominay, been too much time taken, and it's a corner. However, to Manchester United, but McTominay delaying things over there, and Manchester United in the end to get a corner because they really made uh, kind of a mess of it, and here comes back bad corner, and now foul coming for high five Scott McTominay, who's also the Manchester United captain for the game. And, Bernard's opposite. 5 minutes to half time plus added time. And just what looks like on the day, yeah, the defender. But when was it Thomas Partey and good defending here well Tyron and blocking as well. Blocking the ball. It's compared to Monday, would I say it's better? Maybe, maybe it is, but on Monday we saw and that the that was the another of Manchester United's performance that was as bad as I've seen Manchester United in about 22 years. Been watching Manchester United. That was dreadful, and uh, uh, I know Manchester United have been at on the end of some bad losses in recent days. Oh, good strikers and I mean, just made it slightly dangerous and but I mean, I have to be careful. David Raya, they're making a very good save. McTominay was, I mean, had many people on him like uh, the way he could do uh, that was the end of that basically. So Lever, look at he's down. Not sure what has happened. Okay, yeah, involved in a area duel, the Rasmus Holland and seems to have hurt his right hip, but it looks okay to continue and it looks okay to continue and Bruno Fernandes in the crowd, Logan Marshall and Tom Hiddleston. I mean, not sure if Bruno is going to be back for against Newcastle and Brighton. Uh, Manchester United's last two games of the season, Premier League season, anyways. And ball one back. Holland, good in there by Gabriel Saliba. And he's feeding of scraps basically. And he hasn't had chances. recollects 2 minutes of added time, just 3 minutes, and then will be to half time. And it's, I mean, Manchester United, although haven't threatened that much, they they would be they'd be happy with so far that they aren't completely out of it. Arsenal, I mean, let's just wait and watch these next 2 minutes, and then we'll see what will be the team dog given by the managers. Tone and shaking, commentating, perhaps for summer network. Martin, of course, was involved in a high profile event when he seemed to have elbowed Rude Van Nistelrooy. The German had missed his penalty, hit the bar against Lehman German goal. And if Van Nistelrooy uh, had scored that day, um, that unbeaten 40 game run would never have happened. Oh, for Manchester United, Garnacho, oh, block. That was a real chance for Manchester United. Ball back, played back, and then the shot was knocked up. But as I said, as long as it stays 1-0, Arsenal will always have the jeopardy. Uh, Time it is, and 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 yeah, so 1-0 pretty much as expected. Pretty much as expected, and uh, and on to Arsenal, Leandro Trossard scoring the only goal of the game, and only goal of the game, and Arsenal leading 1-0. Arsenal leading 1-0, and to be fair, they could have been ahead. Manchester United have half, but haven't created anything that would say has been has been what you would classify as dangerous chance or thing. And 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 I mean, but the jeopardy is always there in terms of in terms of what 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 Manchester United can do in the second half. It's only 1-0, and it's only 1-0, and it's only 1-0, and it's only 1-0. That's the biggest jeopardy that's the biggest jeopardy. It's Old Trafford. We know that we know that when Old Trafford gets going, it can go get behind the players, and we've over the years we've seen players mount all sort of comeback in in the games and nothing is impossible. But for now, it looks an uphill battle where Manchester United know that Arsenal perhaps have better players. They also have more motivation to go for it, and and they perhaps also have more ammunition of the bench as well. So I mean, it in if I were to say, in a moment, in a way, it does look a David versus Goliath sort of a thing where Manchester United will have to pull out all the stops. Just to let everyone know, Willy Kambawala is on the bench. He can come on as a centre half, which means Casemiro can go in midfield, and who knows, maybe he can be a goal threat from a set piece, be it a free kick, corner, or anything. And and so Christian Eriksen is also on the bench. He can also make sure that the set piece that is delivered is uh, is of real quality. So so that's the whole thing, and that's the whole thing, and what else can we talk about? Eric Ten Hag knows that Ten Hag knows that his job is could potentially be on the line. He has to deliver a good team talk. Manchester United lost at Palace. Before that, I don't know what was the game that they played. I just generally can't remember the game that Manchester United might have played before that, and and apart from that, two tough games in space of 7 days. They play Newcastle United, my team, on on Wednesday, and then on Sunday, the final game of the season, Manchester United take on Brighton at the Amex Stadium. Their European hopes are hanging by a sort of a thread, um, even though it is in their own hands. If they win the if they win the if they win the FA Cup, I know it's a tough ask. If they win the FA Cup, they will be in the Europa League, which isn't all that bad. I mean, I'd as a Newcastle fan, I'd take Europa League or every day of the week, and and that's a good start in terms of for next season. The way this season has gone for Manchester United has gone for Manchester United, and yeah, so Manchester United have got this to ponder, and not sure if they have the energy, the personnel, or all the things that are required, and we'll wait and see. But there's another team participating in this game, and that team is Arsenal, who are leading, and perhaps Arsenal are the bigger story if they go on to win, and they will if if uh, if the scoreline doesn't change, if the scoreline doesn't change, and and the title race could could potentially go down to the last game of the season if I mean it will go down to the last game of the season if Arsenal win, the various permutations. I'm sure you're all aware of. Arsenal currently have played a game more. I'm assuming that this game they uh, they win and they win and so Arsenal would have played one game more. They'd be point ahead of. They'd be point ahead of. They'd be a point ahead of uh, Manchester City. They will have a better goal difference. And if Manchester City both their games against Tottenham and West Ham, nothing Arsenal can do against Everton. Um, and and nothing Everton could have done. Sorry, Arsenal could have done against Everton is going to change the destination of the title. And the way Manchester City played yesterday was outstanding. They made sure that they got the job done against Fulham, and Josh Guardiola, who was turned into a goal-scoring left back, like João Cancelo was, who's now on loan at Barcelona. So Josh Guardiola has turned into something like that, and yeah. So Arsenal, although they have looked really assured, better of the two teams, it is still 1-0 to Arsenal. So uh, I mean, even in cup games where we see big teams play some of the minnows, jeopardy the jeopardy always remains at 1-0. You never know, a set piece, a big mistake, some brilliance, and a mix of two, three, something doesn't go right for you. An accidental happening can cause all sorts of uncertainty, and that that can be a real downer for you, for your team. So as long as it is 1-0, you never know what might happen. And although I do feel Arsenal have a have a have a gear, they can go. I mean, uh, they have gears to go. I just think they have been operating in second or third gear. If they hit fourth or fifth, if they want to score more goals, they can. However, that will provide Manchester United with an opportunity as well to counter attack, and and who knows what might happen. And if, let's say, in and around the 80th minute mark, it's still 1-0 to Arsenal. Manchester United know they may as well lose 2-3-4 or 2-3-0 rather than just one, and not give it a go. Then let me say that again. They rather lose 2-3-0 and have a go rather than not have a go and just lose 1-0. So that is always there, and so will it come into play? Probably will. And the thing with Manchester United is, as I told you, there are four youngsters: Diallo, Garnacho, Kobe Manu, and what was the fourth one? Hoyland. So I mean, they have played a lot of football. Some of them, I'm not sure, are physically ready for this amount of game in a short span of time. So I mean, they could start to run out of energy. Been a long day. Sorry. So they could be starting to they may run out of energy as well. So it's it's uh, it's it's um, it's a sort of a catch 22 position for Manchester United as well, and and it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen what happens, and and yeah. So I mean what does happen will be interesting. Players are coming out on the pitch for the second half. So let's just get ready. And by the way, if you haven't voted, do vote in the poll. You think that Manchester United can cause an upset in this game? And we'll see if that does transpire. And 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 we'll see what happens. Doesn't look like any substitution from Arsenal. Manchester United certainly have very few options in terms of the substitutions that they can make. So so I mean, really interesting as to how this second half turns out to be. Manchester United really don't have anything to lose. They may as well give it a go and dare I say test their luck out. The players look determined, and the second half should kick off. It has kicked off. I was going to say should kick off in just I made mistake. So it has kicked off, and David Raya has the ball. So we might be slightly behind, and need to get working on that clock thingy. And yeah, so so I mean, good early pressing by Manchester United. Looks like Eric Ten Hag has said some home truths, and the players are determined to help him out as well. Diego Dallo, as I said, is playing on the left hand side, but has lost the ball and played it out now. Arsenal, for whatever it's worth, would want the insurance of a of a second goal. I mean, it's always nice, but they haven't really looked in much of a danger. David Raya, I don't think he has had to make any saves of any kind of description, and and it's been fairly comfortable. I mean, as I said in the break, Arsenal have coasted in the first half. In the second half, I genuinely don't know if they oh Declan Rice, Casemiro does well, however, to thwart him, and Ahmad Diallo has come in to help. Diallo and Manu. Goal kick to Manchester United, and I mean, one player who's really disappointed is Scott McTominay. I mean, I used to hear a lot of criticism. I mean, I thought some of it was deserved, but today, having watched it firsthand, I mean, I barely noticed Scott McTominay in this game. He's done very little. Diego Dallo, however, he's been he's been trying. He's been trying hard. Thomas Partey nearly gifting a goal to Manchester United. There, it wasn't very close. I mean, but his slip didn't help. And Manchester United have started this second half well, and just one saying one thing, just to cover all the permutations and combinations. If Manchester United somehow do go on to win this game, I know looks unlikely, then the title could be, all but all mathematically decided on Tuesday when Manchester City played Tottenham. And but in the first 4 or 5 minutes, let's say, it's been it's been it's been all Manchester United. They have uh, got the ball on the wings and tried to deliver in crosses for Rasmus Højlund, and it's been it's been really good. I mean, really encouraging. Not good, but encouraging in a way, and encouraging in a way. Manchester United. Uh, I mean, as I said, it's been encouraging. Maybe it has been said in a few quarters that maybe Manchester United are good ball by Sofian Amrabat to Ahmad Diallo. Oh, him and Van Bissaka not on the same wavelength. I mean, to be honest, it's a bit much to ask for this Manchester United lineup to go up against this Arsenal lineup and compete. And that's the danger. Kai Havertz and now Martin Odegaard. Here's Leandro Trossard, just too heavy for Kai Havertz, and it's out for a goal kick. Throw, I mean. Oh, that I mean, one player who has done well for Manchester United is Sofian Amrabat. I mean, he, he 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 has spread the ball around, passed it well, and and I mean, gotten around the pitch. Scott McTominay, maybe I was too harsh. Maybe he's not fully fit yet, and maybe he's not fully fit yet, and he's just returning from injury. But I can only speak what I see based on what I see, and I mean, of all the Manchester United players, he's been he's been least. I mean, prominent, least prominent. Let's put it that way. He's I mean, he's he's. I mean, in terms of attack, defense, or whatever, he's he's not been that good. I mean, Saka, good block, good block. But there's another chance for Trossard. Oh, Manchester United get bodies in the way and block it away, and that was a chance. And from Arsenal's point of view, it's crucial that they do get their second goal because as long as it stays 1-0, it uh, it uh, it uh, it perhaps will you know it will play on their nerves as to anything can happen late on. And once again, now Arsenal, after the first 10 or so minutes in the second half, have come on to this have come on in this second half, and and I mean, they are beginning to show their 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 they call it Saka corner. Here comes again. Gabriel gets his head to it. Gabriel Saliba it was, and but it's way over the bar. Wasn't even close. And so in the last 35 or so minutes, uh, as long as it stays 1-0, I've said that on two or three occasions previously in this game, it it I mean, the game will always hang in the balance. And here goes Garnacho in the box. Oh, good defending there by not sure who it was. Really not sure who it was. Saliba, and because Garnacho there burned Ben White for pace, but Saliba got his left boot to it and stopped Garnacho before he could cut in and maybe shoot towards the goal. But signs are encouraging for Manchester United in the second half. Manchester United have you know dominated possession, 55% to 45, and in the second half, although Arsenal have had more, but it seems as if Manchester United are doing a lot more than Arsenal in terms of creating chances, because it's been more or less the home team as opposed to the the favorites for this game. Mm, Johnny Evans, I mean, was taking far too many chances and in the end draws a foul from Bukayo Saka. I'm not sure why Manchester United aren't putting in comes across. Oh, good skill. Ganacho! Way wide. That was a chance to perhaps test David Raya, but it's it's uh, it's way too wide and not too handsome. If Manchester United finish eighth, which this is the position they are currently in, that will be their worst position in the Premier League. Previous lowest was seventh under Moyes in the 2013 season, the first season after Sir Alex Ferguson retired, and I mean, it's been a different game in the second half. It looks like Arsenal are just happy to defend and hit Manchester United on the counter attack, but that's a dangerous game to be playing. And here comes a cross blocked by Saliba, and it's in the first 18 19 minutes. It's been It's been mainly how do I say, United who have been dominating the possession and creating most of the chances. But here's a chance for Arsenal to counter. As I said that again, they slow it down and pass it backwards rather than forward. And Trossard, when Bissaka slips, chance for Odegaard. Oh, Onana saves. When he hit that, I know a lot of Manchester United fans must have felt, oh dear, Onana, will he save this? But in the end, it was fairly comfortable. But Odegaard might have felt that he should have done better. Arsenal perhaps with the chance of another attack. Bukayo Saka in the middle. Well defended there by Johnny Evans. Garnacho against Ben White. Over hit and then out for a throw in. That was his opportunity. And I know Garnacho has seen a lot of the ball in the second half, but uh, his his end ball has been lacking. First substitution of the game coming up. It's for Arsenal, and it's the goal scorer Leandro Trossard who's who's coming off, and on comes Gabriel Martinelli, who's been out of sorts lately, and and but he's quicker than Trossard. Might have a bit of skill as well, but Trossard has that. How do you say it? Je ne sais quoi, the I don't know what kind of thing, which is very admirable, and so basically almost two-thirds or three-fourths of the game gone, and still 1-0 to Arsenal. And interestingly, the last how many two times or three times uh, Arsenal have won the title. They have won the game at Old Trafford by 1 goal to nil. I remember the last two times. I mean, might not be last two times, but Will Todd was one when they won. Um, he scored. Well done by Dallo, I think. Garnacho it was. Casemiro, he lets fly, and disappointing for Casemiro as well. He's been dropped by Brazil for their Copa America team, and not so long ago he was the captain, perhaps the best Brazilian player. Neymar certainly said so, and and now to not even be in the squad will be desperately disappointing for corner to Arsenal. I mean, now it's in dangerous territory. If Manchester United score, then Arsenal might find themselves in a spot of bother. Jallo is down, and the way he's been going, or looking at his foot, his game might be run. And Anthony indeed is coming on. I was going to say that maybe Anthony for Giallo, and looks like the decision has been made. Christian Eriksen might also be coming on in the next break of play. He's there near the area where the substitutions happen. And if it is another injury, then it's good for Newcastle that perhaps he won't be available on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and we'll see what happens. But Anthony is on for the last 20 or so minutes, and but first this corner from Saka taken short. Rice, well done by Sofian Amrabat. Foul by Saka brings the Moroccan down. He had a good World Cup, and Saka becomes the first player to be booked in this game. And I mean, he deserved booking sort of in a way. He uh, did stop the the counter attack from happening. But as I was saying, 20 minutes to go, still 1-0, still all results possible. And will Arsenal get nervous? I mean, they have the best defense in the league. If they get nervous, then oh, bad ball played in, but bad touch there as well from Martinelli. And here goes Martinelli. I don't think he is in the Brazil squad either, Gabriel Martinelli, and that will be disappointing for him as well. Although I'm not particularly sure about Martinelli, Casemiro certainly is not in the Brazil squad, and but Bruno Guimaraes is from Newcastle United, and as Manchester United's oh, attack, Anthony's effort is tame and so poor. I mean, it's more like a back pass and is collected. I mean, it's so tame, so tame. I mean, Manchester United, credit to them. They've tried to make a fight of it and tried to make a fight of it, and it's uh, it's uh, it's it's a match that chance for Manchester United to attack Anthony. I mean, why doesn't he cross it with his left foot? Amrabat slips in an attempt to make a shot, and Manchester United are are doing all the attacking in the second half. And Willy Kambavla is about to come on. Maybe he can come in central defense, and Casemiro can go in midfield. But Arsenal are certainly playing a dangerous game, allowing Manchester United, as poor as Manchester United have been. Oh, Garnacho does well against Ben White, and I mean, I don't know what Arsenal are doing. They look so shaky. They let's see who Willy Kambavla comes off for, and number Johnny Evans. So I doubt that will change anything in terms of formation or anything else. And about 15 minutes of normal time remaining, and and then and then if Arsenal can see it through. And in terms of the game, it's been a pretty drab affair. Arsenal got their goal. They sat back, and I mean it's been a pretty drab game in a way. Um, not 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 really that enjoyable. I mean, Manchester United have been poor. Uh, haven't been able to do anything. Another terrible pass. Right. Sofian Amrabat gave the ball away. Kobe Manu. Here comes McTominay. Ganacho. Oh man, the side netting, side netting. Perhaps Arsenal's best chance of the game. I mean, it was in a way in the end fairway wide, but Raya was worried, and Ben White must be relieved seeing that effort went wide of the mark, and so Arsenal, if things don't change, they'll be on 86 points, 1 point ahead of Manchester City, who are on 85, but they have a chance to go on to 88 when they play Tottenham before the final day, when both all the teams kick off on the same time, 8:30 IST and 8:30 IST, and Manchester City take on West Ham, and Arsenal take on Everton, both at home. As Martinelli, and oh, good save on Anna, good save on Anna. That might have been that for this game if that had gone in, but it didn't. And Van Bissaka, allowing Martinelli to come. Might have been deflected as well of Kambawla, no, Van Bissaka, and but good save nonetheless over the bar for a corner, and over the bar for a corner, and we have Bukayo Saka. He will take it. Can Arsenal make this corner count and reduce the tension that they might have cleared away? But it's back with the Saka, the corner taker originally. It's back with Onana and chance for Arsenal to counter, but Arsenal have a lot of numbers back. Garnacho, oh, good skill to get past Odegaard. Corner, brilliant by Garnacho there, and Arsenal. Uh, Saka seems to have hurt himself, and I mean, hope it's not too serious because this for England's sake as well. They take on they they have pre-season friendly, a pre-Euro friendly. Here comes the corner. Raya flaps. Here's Martinelli. Ooh, Van Bissaka. But here's Martinelli. Van Bissaka must not. It's a corner. And Martinelli trying to urge the crowd for support, but I mean it. I mean, I have to ask this question. I mean, there are like about 10 minutes to go. Are Arsenal trying to waste time? And Bukayo Saka is now on the pitch, and Gabriel Jesus is coming on. Bukayo Saka, so England a starter basically. If it's too serious, he might be jeopardizing his Euro place as well because of injury, and it doesn't look that serious. Hopefully, it isn't for England's sake. I'm not an England supporter, but I hope Germany win at home, or France, or Spain. Odegaard to take this corner. Good save on Anna, off the line, cleared off the line. But I mean, it's from an Arsenal. Rice, good save on Anna again, another corner. And from Arsenal's point of view, it's been a pretty drab performance from them. I mean, it's uh, it's uh, it's not been enjoyable. And another corner, Odegaard to swing it in. There it comes. Anana punches amidst a posse of players, and 7 minutes of normal time remaining. player who has shown the most for Manchester United has been Alejandro Garnacho. He's been their only outlet basically, and for me, uh, Sofian Amrabat is another one who's done well. But apart from that, it's Kobe Menu maybe, and apart from that, it's been pretty wretched stuff from both teams. Honestly, Arsenal haven't done anything. Uh, it's, 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 it's like it's like it's like a preseason friendly game basically in terms of its intensity and everything. I mean, it doesn't look like a game that doesn't look like a game that teams. I mean, Arsenal seem happy with the. I mean, Arsenal are taking chances with the not pressing ahead. It's all been Manchester United in the second half, and they haven't. I mean, tested Raya. I mean, the only save that I can remember him making was that tame Anthony effort, and despite Garnacho's brilliance, it's it's uh, it's uh, it's seems like another injury. This time to Kobe Manu on his left knee, colliding with Tomiyasu knee on knee. So both players are down. Kobe Manu has been it's been a breakthrough year for him. Lovely blue skies overhead over the Old Trafford Stadium, and it's Kobe Manu looks like he's struggling, and a triple substitution for from I mean, by going to say clear blue sky, was it's like snowing or something like that. So looks like Tom Collier, uh, Christian Eriksen, and Omari Forson are coming on, and Manu looks distraught. Hopefully, it's not too serious. There's a real chance he might go to Euros with England. So Amrabat is coming on. I'm not sure if Kobe Manu is fit to continue or not. Aaron Van Bissaka is coming off, and Omari Forson I think is coming on, and not sure who's come on. Hoyland has come off as well, or at least it's his number 11. So Kobe Manu doesn't look like it's too serious for him, and he should be able to you know continue. Wheatley has come on, not Tom Collier. I mean, not that I would know some of these players by faces because it's their first few appearances for of the club. That means there will be a fair chunk of edit time as well, and side 2 minutes of normal time remaining. Just 2 minutes. I mean, as long as Arsenal get 3 points, they'll be happy with it. But in the end, as they say, it's all about eking out. victories in the end. At the end of the season, we see a lot of these games like this where teams could have been 2-0, should have been 2-0 to Arsenal, but goal kick. And has to be fouled by Jesus there, blocking Garnacho, and now it's a free kick in a dangerous, no, not a free kick, a drop ball, and weather has changed quite dramatically, and and 6 minutes added on, 6 minutes. So can Manchester United do something in these 6 minutes? I mean, they haven't put in one cross. Not sure who's in the middle now. Wheatley. Here comes the cross. Raya collects. Danger averted for now. Jorginho and Jakub Kivior are coming on, so more defensive solidity for Arsenal. And I mean, okay, it doesn't matter. The I mean, did I just see lightning over the skies at Old Trafford? I mean, might have been lightning. I mean, it felt like lightning, but it's raining pretty hard now, and so Kivior and Jorginho coming on for Odegaard and Partey. So defensively, Arsenal are now concentrating more and more, and chance for Arsenal. Oh, good defending by Casemiro. I mean, it's been a solid sort of a performance, nothing special from. Hang on. Oh, wide, wide. Garnacho wants a corner, but it's wide. He's been one shining light, or the only shining light for. I don't think it took a touch of anyone. He's probably complaining a foul by Ben White. 3 and a bit minutes remaining in this game, which has been I mean, not exactly what I thought it will be. No two games are the same. I mean, that's the beauty of football. You you see something yellow card coming out, David Raya. I mean, it's been a pretty. I mean, it is what it is. But Arsenal wasting time is. I mean, they could have put their foot on the gas, and I mean, it's been a pretty, I mean, limp sort of a win for them. I mean, I'm pretty sure they could have scored two or three goals in this game if they wanted to, but uh, resorting to time wasting techniques against this Manchester United lineup, it's. I mean, I know it's all about the results and all, but I know it's away as well, but ball won back by a thunderous challenge by Willy Kambavla as Garnacho put in a cross again, a woeful cross, an absolutely woeful cross. And now we are into the last minute, and into the last minute, and that is perhaps that for this game. Phew, I'm not really sure what to make of it. It's been a rather boring, drab sort of an affair, and may as well rather not have had this fixture because there haven't been any chances. David Raya hasn't made a save uh, in the second half, certainly, and here's Anthony Garnacho, still 15 or so seconds. Christian Eriksen, Anthony on his left, oh, and cross the damn ball again into the grateful arms of David Raya. And I think that will be that for this game. Uh, I mean, 96 minutes have been played. Manchester United have huffed and puffed and not done anything really. And I mean, it's been a bad game. And that's a game. I mean, that's it for this game. And Arsenal have taken all 3 points from Old Trafford. The title race will probably go down to the last game of the season when Arsenal host West Ham and Manchester City host uh, host Manchester City host West Ham and Arsenal host Everton, and that will be a game. That will be a day, depending upon how the game, Manchester City's game against Tottenham goes. The permutations and combinations could you know look different going into the last goal last game of the season. And yeah, so not really sure what to make of it. Not too many talking points from this game. Pretty sort of a boring, drab sort of an affair. Arsenal did what they had to, defended stoutly, scored a goal, kept a clean sheet, and now we'll go back to London with with all 3 points. That's all they could do. They have a better goal difference, although City have two games compared to Arsenal, so one and and yeah. So the only goal of the game coming in the first half with Leandro Trossard poking it home from a close range from a Kai Havertz low cross, and Arsenal didn't I mean, it looks like they didn't want to score in the second half. They knew they had enough in the tank, and and defended. David Raya didn't have a save to make. I mean, any series sort of a save to make, and the one that he did make was more like a back pass, and yeah. So the game ends 1-0 to Arsenal. Manchester United, they have all to do in terms of their European hopes, and what they can or cannot do. What they cannot do. Their goal difference is bad. They are 3 points behind both Manchester United and Newcastle, behind Chelsea and Newcastle United. They host Newcastle United on during the week on Wednesday, and and they'll be they'll be they'll be they'll be hoping for a better performance. That will be their last home game of the season, and will be hoping to send off their fans happy into the summer, and before the FA Cup final, and and that's how it's been. In terms of the match, not much to talk about. One goal was all it was that separated the two teams. Not a game that I certainly expected. It was pretty boring, and it was what it was. So congratulations to Arsenal on the win. I know the the title race will go down all the way to the final day, and let's see who which team comes out on top. I'll be doing a live watch along to see how it pans out, and after especially Man City versus Tottenham, and we'll see how it turns out. So for now, thanks for joining in. Thanks for participating in the poll. Thanks for subscribing if you did, and do subscribe to the channel. It's free of cost. Doesn't cost anything. And until next time, take care. Stay safe. I'll see you in my next few videos. Take care. Bye.